Initiating podcast download. Prepare yourself. Put on your spandex. Lace up your boots. Wrap your wrists. Hide your razor blade. Head to gorilla position. Grease up your hair. Apply baby oil. Okay, apply more baby oil. Get into gimmick. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Have fun and be safe out there, brother. Welcome to I'm on Wrestling. Now your host, Gregory Iron.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Iron on Wrestling with Gregory Iron. I'm your host, Gregory Iron. This is episode 330. Feeling a little dirty. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could do a podcast for you. It's been a while.
Good God, pardon the interruption.
What?
Nothing. I had 45 more seconds until I was supposed to pardon the interruption.
Oh, but you thought Aaron Lewis from Stained had taken over the show, but it was really me. My voice was strikingly similar.
Oh, more like Aaron Loser.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in. And
He got his bad joke out of the way. I got mine out. Now prepare to sit back and enjoy the rest of the podcast.
will we enjoy the podcast? I don't know.
Who?
Whoever's listening on iTunes, Spotify,
Wait, people
wherever you
listen to
download
this?
podcasts, or perhaps maybe you got the episode a day early over on patreon.com/Iron on Wrestling with a buttload of bonus content, including a bonus video that hopefully I uploaded because I did some straightening in my basement this weekend.
Oh, cool. Can't wait to watch you clean.
I didn't
Clean and jerk.
film the video of me straightening, but my
Well, you can't.
my general area for filming at the bar is in a better state now, and I could film videos there again.
Where'd you go? Which one, California?
No, it's still in this state of Ohio in my basement by my bar. But anyways, I filmed a Patreon exclusive video, and we're going to be doing more Patreon and YouTube exclusive videos in the future, and we're going to get back on that content train, and I really explained myself a little bit in depth, get a little personal in the bonus video that we upload, but also, I'll share this with you here, of course, I just got back from vacation, and sometimes I get a little burnt out, and sometimes I just need to take a break, right? We need breaks sometimes, and sometimes I feel like, man, I got to get this content out, even while I was on the trip, but we'll talk about it here. I wasn't initially going to document anything because I don't.
Sometimes you just want to do things.
I want to be in the moment.
Yeah,
I want to be let's document this one and only time I've been on a cruise, and maybe we'll never go on it again. But then I did start filming stuff a little bit, so I'm putting together a video, and I got to get some photos together to put on
Wait
the
a
finishing
minute.
touches.
What cruise were you on again?
So, as you know, the podcast
booze
has been
cruise?
gone for 2 weeks now. So on February the 15th, I flew out to Orlando to go on a Walt Disney cruise with the Walt Disney Wish cruise
Kids.
boat.
No Make-A-Wish kids?
No, on the, well,
None of your own kids?
There might have been some Make-A-Wish kids. I don't know, but
Any of your own kids?
my
Who
nephew.
did you take with
my
you?
nephew Quill.
No.
February
that's not your
16th
kid.
for
that
his
kid has parents.
For his birthday, we took Quill to his I think this is his second cruise, actually, all the way to the Bahamas.
Ah.
Yeah, baby. So
Did you guys talk about how my first stage name was Shaba Bahama?
is that true?
Yeah.
Why?
I liked Shaba Ranks.
Okay.
Thought it was funny.
How long did that gimmick last?
It's still going. A lot of people still call me Shaba.
I've never heard
Shaba!
Never heard anyone call you that.
Yeah.
So I was on the cruise for 4 days, 16th through the 19th. We went to 2 different beaches in the Bahamas. One was Castaway Bay, and one was I don't remember. But on the first day, on the Tuesday that we went on the beach, it was like the most beautiful blue water I've ever seen in my life. And on the next day, it was even more beautiful than the day prior. It was incredible. And, we got to see some Disney shows, which I'm sure you're upset that you missed out on. We got to watch a live performance of Aladdin.
So let me ask you this.
Sure.
How'd the movie start off? It was happy, and then all of a sudden, one of the main characters that's very sympathetic dies.
Was not a movie.
What
I
was
said
it?
live performance.
Yeah, same thing. You that's how people do live performances. There's like movies, and then there's live performances.
Well, this was a live performance
of someone dead.
of Aladdin,
Oh, gosh.
classic 1993 film.
Oh, you love the Will Smith version, didn't you?
I've never watched the Will Smith version. I've heard it's
What
fine.
about the Sinbad version where he played Shazam?
It's not a real movie.
No? I saw it.
No. But,
Saw it in the theaters.
every day on this cruise was like a dream. You could eat whatever you want. They had something going on at all times for everybody. I haven't got it yet, but I got an official picture because, Quill wanted it. So together, me and Quill hugged and kissed and got a picture with Mickey. It was awesome.
Huh.
We stood in line.
Mickey James.
Mickey Mouse. We stood in line.
Oh, the
for
mouse.
like 45 minutes to meet Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous. Wasn't signing anything, though. He's kind of like Obafemi. He wouldn't sign anything. He wouldn't do any special poses with me. Real piece of shit. That Obafemi and Mickey
Obafemi
Mouse.
did that to you?
No.
Oh.
Apparently you didn't see the meme going around. A girl got upset. She had pom-poms.
Yeah.
She paid for a meet and greet before the Elimination Chamber with Obafemi and said very disappointed. He doesn't do any special poses or requests and photos. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, he's trying to maintain an aura. So maybe he didn't want to hold your pom-poms in the photo if that's whatever you wanted him to do. What's your thought on that?
I couldn't see The Undertaker holding pom-poms when I met him at Super K in 1996.
Exactly. Look, I don't know Obafemi, but based on what I've heard about him, he gets it. And it seems like, based on interviews I've listened to and stuff, that, like, I don't think he wants to be a good guy or a bad guy. You decide what he is. I think that's a little different, a little bit more layered. He definitely seems to be a babyface, according to the crowd. But it's like,
dude's awesome.
He's got size. He's intimidating. Like, let him maintain his aura right now. Like, not a lot of guys try to do that. I can respect when a wrestler wants to maintain his aura. But yeah, the Disney cruise was fun. I had a great time at the beach. Made a lot of great memories. 4 days.
How was it on the island?
Island was great. Like they had like some barbecue food that was available every day.
Did you see Howard Nutlick?
Who?
Howard Nutlick?
No, he was not.
He wasn't on that
Wrong island. However,
okay.
However, Eric from Patreon did send me a thing while I was on the boat saying that in 2018, the Disney cruise did apparently have some sort of connection with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. So didn't like hearing that while I was on the cruise. Surrounded by a plethora of children. And can you say plethora of children without it being weird? I just did.
Yeah, I think you're all right with that.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't do anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Come on. I hung out with Quill.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say this, though.
Quill's a good kid, isn't he?
He's a great kid.
Very well-mannered.
Yeah, in fact, the last day of the cruise, I'll never forget his great manners. He called me into the bathroom. Johnny said, hey, Quill wants to talk to Uncle Greg. And so I said, okay. So I went into the bathroom, and he looked at me, and he said, Uncle Greg, I have 2 balls. And I said, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, that's cool. And he goes, do you have 2 balls? Are you a boy? And I said, I am a boy, and I have 2 balls. And he goes, you're not girl? I'm like, I'm not a girl.
He was sure.
I'm not a girl, no. And he goes, what about my mom? She have 2 balls? I'm like, you'd have to ask your mom that. So I don't know. So this is the well-mannered child that Quill is. 4 years old now.
Yeah.
Getting old.
Asking the hard-hitting questions, though.
Yeah.
We should have him be a reporter on our podcast.
Maybe one day.
Okay.
I will. Obviously, a bunch of free food, free cold brew coffees every day, which was great for me because I needed caffeine every single day. I got in somewhere between 12 and 20,000 steps on those cruises. It was. I stayed in great shape.
Did you walk around the boat?
Yeah, I was I was taking advantage of that, because you just go up on the patios and stuff. And
that was the booty.
Good. There was good booty around the Disney cruise. But the dinners, they had special dinners every night. So
Yeah.
like one of the nights they did like a Marvel dinner, and another night they did a Frozen dinner. And
Oh, who pays for Frozen dinner? It was
like
a Hungry Man or something?
The movie Frozen.
Oh.
Movie Frozen. Let it go.
What a real
Let
piece
it
of shit.
go. Okay.
The movie, not you.
No.
But also you.
When I put the video together, you can see.
No, I won't.
Some of the not you personally, but the Patreon subscribers. Some of the highlights. Some of the intimate family moments that I'm probably not even really going to share on social media. But it was a cool experience, and some of the dinners, because they were so interactive, it was nice to live vicariously through Quill, because he's at that stage where he still believes in things. And man,
like that his Uncle Greg is really a boy.
Well, actually, so he kept telling me that he had invited Donkey Kong to his party, because his party was on the Saturday after the Sunday. I'm sorry, after the cruise.
Yeah, I was just about to say it was Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so I was like, well, yeah, you know what? I don't think Donkey Kong's going to show up. That's kind of ridiculous. But I had bought a Donkey Kong costume, and so at some point during the party, I had so my girlfriend flew in for the party, and then
wow, man, this is crazy. You just fly people in all the time and stuff. You're like a real life Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on, man. What are you talking about? Flying my girlfriend in?
Yeah, would you fly her in on the Lolita Express?
My 39-year-old girlfriend?
Thank God she's of age.
So the suit that I bought, because I didn't want to pay $70 for a Donkey Kong outfit for a bit, I found on Marketplace, and it was a children's costume, so it did not fit properly. In fact, it could not zip up all the way, and so in the video that I'm editing, you'll see how poor it looks. But if I kept my back turned to Quill, he's going to think of Donkey Kong, which he totally did. He bought it, and then I ran away to change my outfit, not thinking that when I came back down, Quill goes, Uncle Craig, you missed Donkey Kong. I want to find him. Let's go find him. I'm like, oh, God, he really thinks Donkey Kong's real. Yeah. And Vic from NXT was there.
Yeah.
And Vic walks up to me and goes, you know what you got to do now? And usually Vic says dumb shit that I'm not going to do. And Vic says, you got to go back upstairs, and you got to put it back on, and you got to run out the front door and run into the backyard. And then we'll point him to the backyard, and now he'll think Donkey Kong's in the backyard and take some bananas out there. And I stared at him because the outfit was very hot.
Yeah.
Just being in it for 2 minutes to do the bit.
And you were in Florida.
Yeah, and I looked at him, I go, God damn you. Why are you giving me an actual good idea? And so they
I thought you were talking to Quill.
No, okay. I was talking to Vic.
Yeah, okay.
And so then, of course, me and Christy went back upstairs. She put the outfit on me again, and I snuck into the backyard. And so this time, he had gotten someone's phone camera. So he's taking photos of me for proof to show me that Donkey Kong really showed up in the backyard. So I did a photo op with him. So hopefully he remembers it forever. But
because this is what I had read on the internet. I had read that the whole time Quill kept saying, oh, there's Donkey Kong, but my Uncle Greg isn't here. But the one I really wanted to be here is my Uncle Aylwin. Did he? How many times did he say that? Was it more than 17?
I'm not even going to tell you how many times because you'll be shocked.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Thanks.
But, yeah, it was a good experience. I spent a couple days at Universal Epic, went to Super Nintendo World, and got some butterbeer at the Harry Potter section of the Epic Universe.
Yeah, what is that? What's butterbeer? I keep seeing, a lot of places are marketing this butterbeer that's a Harry Potter thing, and I'm not a Harry Potter guy, so...
It's like a butterscotch drink. So if you like butterscotch, you'll love butterbeer.
Okay, well, I just bought the goldfish that are butterbeer goldfish.
I don't know nothing about that, but I love the butterbeer when I go to Universal.
I thought you were straight edge.
It's not actual beer, but I don't have the time or patience to make it myself. But then I went on the internet and I saw at Target they have butterbeer creamer for coffee.
Yeah.
And so I bought some of that, and they also had butterbeer foam for the
foam.
Coffee. Yeah.
I hate foam.
Who's that?
That was Hardcore Holly.
Oh, okay. Because I got confused for a second because I don't know if you knew this or I knew it definitely wasn't his voice, but JT Lightning had a phobia of foam.
Yeah.
He was not a fan of that. Did you know that?
You may have told me in the past when I did the Michael Holly foam thing.
Yeah. But,
we filmed a movie one time. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Michael Holly?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a Halloween movie. It was called Hollyween.
Oh.
Okay. And it was a very hardcore Hollyween that we had.
I'm sure it was.
I said, Mike, you got to come up with an idea for the plot for this movie. He's like, I will be looking for the foam monster. And I was like, the foam monster? Why? Because I hate foam.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And we made a movie.
Makes
So
perfect
I'll
sense.
give you the link. You can post it maybe to.
Yeah.
Because now, I don't work at that place anymore. So HIPAA violation out the window.
Nothing to worry about. Hey, what have you been doing for the last couple of weeks?
Oh, so many chicks. And lots of black tar heroin.
Okay.
So
Well,
this has been a wild week. I'm trying to get back straight again, but
I think that's the newest segment. Which one is a lie?
boy, you a lie.
Okay.
Hey, for Valentine's Day, I went and had dinner in a gondola.
In a where?
Yeah,
A what?
I had no idea what it was either.
Okay.
But it's like when you go skiing,
Uh-huh.
or if you go to Cedar Point. I know you're a big Disney guy.
Yeah.
But do they have those things that go way high in the air, and they're like little ski carts that you sit in?
They have them at Disney, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's one of those.
Okay.
But they're grounded now because the place went out of business. Or some
Gotcha.
shit. So this restaurant bought them up and put them out. Put these gondolas, several of them outside. This is, I think, in Rocky River, and you can have dinner in there. And there's like a fire pit right outside next to your gondola, and you can order some good food and enjoy your time there. It's very romantic.
I like that.
Yeah, so me and my guy got a good time.
You and who?
Oh, my girlfriend.
Nothing else of note from this last 2 weeks off?
Oh man, we could go through a lot, but there was a lot of wrestling on.
A lot of wrestling, yeah.
I've been liking the AAA.
I haven't watched any of it. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been all right. I don't know why I like it. Just like maybe it's different or whatever, but I find myself watching that.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. My son broke his hand, so that sucks. Just had surgery. I showed you the pictures.
You
Got
did,
3
very-
rods in his finger.
Very disgusting. Well,
Right, at
one
baseball
rod's
finger.
bad enough.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Baseball career probably over though.
Mm.
Boy was throwing 90 miles per hour at 16 years old, and you know what he was doing to break his hand? Tried to body slam his brother. I said, "I told you, you guys got to learn how to work."
Yeah. Pretty like what did his hand just go underneath the body or what happened?
Yeah, he just picked him up like the slam. It was almost more like a German suplex, how you would call
Okay.
it.
Yep.
And as he was pulling his brother back, they were like just like picking each other up because they're like weightlifting dudes, And he's like, "I can pick you up." "Oh, you can't." "Okay, here." And then he went to pick him up, and you just heard a loud pop, and all of a sudden his finger was out of place. And yeah, and then they don't even put you to sleep to put these rods in your finger.
Yeah,
It's crazy as hell,
that's
dude.
I would have requested that specifically.
They put a curtain over it so he couldn't see him do it.
Well, I guess that helps, but still.
Yeah, like mentally, I guess. But
Yeah. Jesus.
so that's pretty hardcore, though.
Well, he'll have to stop by at some point when I'm around so we can help
Yeah.
him figure out a weightlifting regimen. I know he's frustrated about that.
That's
and
it,
everything.
man, because he wants to be a bodybuilder now.
Yeah.
So I told him, like, if, he gets with you and can get a one-armed workout in and stuff like that, you focus on your abs or your legs or something, glutes or something at this point.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be the arms. And actually, arms are more just cosmetic, right?
Yeah.
Is that still kind of thing? Because I think, like, if you want to basically be stronger, everything comes from the leg and the core.
Core. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
So-
can understand why he wants to have good arms, but he's not going to be down and out forever.
Right.
he's
This
gotta-
is 3 weeks that he has these rods in. They'll pull them, and we'll be getting back to normal. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, probably got to be real safe for the next month or 6
Yeah.
weeks after that with the lifting. But in
Right.
general, he's not going to lose anything, right? Like, as long as he keeps dieting, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there was a lot of wrestling stuff that was going on over the last couple of weeks that we need to talk about, and we have a lot of questions from social media. We're also going to be doing a bonus episode covering the Elimination Chamber and some of the fallout from that, some predictions as things spiral out of control onto the road to WrestleMania, and whatever else comes up from the recesses of our brains in this week's episode. We're going to talk
Dude,
about...
I will tell you I worked this new job.
Yeah.
I'm a therapeutic behavioral specialist.
Whoa.
And some girl I work with, she's working with me the other day. She goes, "Oh, you into that wrestling stuff?" I got a family member that's into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, which shitbag indie guy is it?
Yeah.
who are we going to hear about? The Overtaker? You know, who's this fucking guy going to be? And she's like, he doesn't go by his real name. Okay, hit me with it. Dolph Ziggler.
Okay. I like how he actually does go by his real name now.
Yeah, now,
But
but she doesn't know because she hasn't seen him in years.
Yeah.
And she stopped watching wrestling because she was like, I hate it when John Cena taps out and smiles.
I doubt she said that.
Oh, that was you.
I appreciate that very much. Wow, what a small world.
Yeah.
Small world. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you download podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to have a special YouTube short coming out. Not a short, but a shorter video as we dissect some AI videos. We're going to have the extended version over on Patreon that you can watch as well. Sign up. Best way to support the podcast. You can sign up for free, but $3 tier gets you all of the audio podcasts dating back to 2019. Video for $5, $9 gets you involved in the live chat, which we've got to do sometime this month. I got to catch up with all you guys for the $9 and up subscribers.
Oh, man, what happened last night? You had a run-in, right? Greg was like, hey, you want to get together and talk to these Patreon people? I'm like, all right, let's do this. He's like, okay, right after Quill's nap.
That's not what happened. That was not what we were doing. It was supposed to be us recording a podcast like we would normally, but I was going to do it over StreamYard.
Oh, I thought we were doing a live chat.
No.
Okay.
No.
But then you said that the kid wouldn't leave you alone.
That's
he
not
loves
what
his
happened.
Uncle Gwaggy so much.
I know you work, but I had like a 4 or 5 hour window of him sleeping.
I know.
And then you were like, okay, I'll be ready in a little bit. I'm like, well, he's awake now. It's like 7 o'clock at night, and he's a baby, and he was
Now he's wide awake.
Yeah. So whatever. But yeah, Patreon, all the bonus content. We're going to be sending out packages for $20, $25, $29 and up subscribers this month. So stay tuned for that. If you want to get something in the mail from us every quarter, you got to sign up for the big boy tier. So check it out, patreon.com/irononwrestling. And with all that being said, with all the catching up that we did, we're going to take a quick commercial
what's
break.
the tier where people come and eat with us?
It's like $69.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come on over.
not too
We'll
bad.
invite you to my house. My girlfriend will cook you a steak. We'll all eat together, and then we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, well,
$69.
That's to take. I think that isn't that to take us out to eat. $100 is if you want to be in the house.
Okay, I'll do that too.
Well,
Or
whatever.
you give us both $169, and you could be in the house, get a meal, go outside and get a meal.
Well, we'll figure it out. But hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to discuss most recent sales of Hulk Hogan's wrestling boots from WrestleMania 1. If you haven't seen the news, I can't even imagine you're going to venture a guess how much someone paid for these bad boys. And we're going to talk about our most coveted wrestling memorabilia when we come back here on Iron on Wrestling.
Wait.
What?
Don't hit that pause button yet.
Okay.
Are these the boots Hogan wore at WrestleMania 3 days before Andre the Giant died?
No, those would be WrestleMania 3 boots.
Okay.
These are WrestleMania 1.
Oh, one boots. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And then 3 days later he died.
That's not true. We'll be right back. You know, while I've been on vacation for the last 2 weeks and I was away on a cruise and I got to see the beautiful ocean, I also saw a lot of clouds in the sky. Very clear skies down there in the Bahamas, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, clouds. No one seemed to be occupying the clouds at all.
Well, that's a damn shame.
I would say so.
What
yeah.
could we do about that?
I don't know. Did you have any ideas?
Yes!
Okay.
Well, first off, I got to find out. Okay. So there's 2 clouds in the sky, you're saying. And there was no one on the clouds.
Well, I didn't say there was 2.
Yeah,
So
there's
a lot of
multiple?
clouds. Yeah.
Okay. So we need someone. Because I'd like to make a bumper sticker out of this. Or a flag.
Okay.
So whichever one you want, maybe both. But I need a design made for me.
Okay.
And so, like, there's going to be clouds, right?
Sure.
And then, well, before I get to who's on the clouds, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Do you like ravioli?
Yes.
Because Boyardi's nuts tasty.
Okay. All right. Well, that has nothing to do with Juan Ortiz.
No, but
And
he
of
is
the
up
Dead
to the
Designs,
designs. He's a
yes.
Weebly.
Yeah.
He
He's,
gets it Weebly style.
you know, he's
You ever go up to like one of your Tinder girls? I know you're you're a spoken for man now, but
Yeah.
when you were on the dating scene, did you ever go on to like Tinder and be like, hey, I know a guy that's on Weebly?
No.
And, no?
No,
Oh, okay,
no.
because that's how I met my girlfriend.
Juan's been doing this for 20 years.
What is it that he's doing?
Designs.
Ah.
Designs for some of the most prolific figures in all of pro wrestling and beyond. He's had his stuff in Hot Topic on action figures, and he loves doing artwork for anybody, not just some of the biggest stars in pro wrestling like Seth Rollins or Undertaker or the Young Bucks. Or
You just said the Young Bucks.
I did
And
say
somebody
Young Bucks.
just posted a match where I was doing a commentary on the Young Bucks match, and they were like, I remember before the match, I talked to Rick Young Buck in the back, and I
Rick
was like,
Young Buck?
yeah, that's his name, right? Nick Young Buck,
That makes more sense.
and Jack.
Okay.
And so I was like, Nick and Jack, hey, you guys, if you want to be anything in this business, you got to be on clouds. They were like, okay, who are we up there with? And I said, your opponents. Hardworking Ron Mantis and the Spider Destroyer. And so they were like, all right, put us up there, dude. We'll have a ladder match.
They didn't think this was absurd that you were talking about them having to be on physical clouds to get over?
What? No, they're smart. Smart to the business, brother.
Okay.
Walk and talk.
So this is a T-shirt design you're proposing?
Flags could be made too.
Flags.
Pennant.
I guess a hat, perhaps
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
pin design, anything you want, really. If you just, as simple as a logo, like a cloud with your logo in it. If that's
Blunt
something you're
wrap.
into.
You get a blunt wrap with your own design on it.
What?
Yeah.
I guess you could if you knew the right people to outsource your mass quantity of Juan Ortiz designed blunt wraps. But
Yeah. About time.
whatever the case is, Juan Ortiz can make it happen for you. If you mention Iron on Wrestling, you could save $20 on your first design. So do yourself a favor. Get a design from Juan. Help him celebrate 20 years of bringing artwork to life for so many people around the world. You can contact him at Of the Dead Designs on Instagram, facebook.com/ofthedeaddesigns, or go to his website, ofthedead.weebly.com. Of the Dead Designs. Bring artwork to life. Aaron, have you...
Yes.
What?
I will.
What?
I do.
Have you...
What were you going to ask me?
I was going to say, have you seen the recent ridiculous sales of wrestling boots on the internet?
Here's what's crazy to me. They aren't even from the women.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right? A lot of times it's like the women's boots and socks, but nobody wants to sell me anything or whatever, or to anybody or something. I mean, collector.
So there were recent Hulk Hogan boots that were going for ridiculous prices around
Can
the
you
internet.
imagine how bad they smelled?
I feel like they were probably fine. I feel like at the very least that those WrestleMania 18 boots that sold, or the boot, one boot that sold, I think it was only worn
Where
one
was it
time.
at?
What do you mean?
Where was that WrestleMania at?
Toronto,
Yeah, where? Toronto what?
Skydome,
Toronto what?
Ontario,
Toronto, Ontario.
Canada.
Yeah, that's why they could only sell a boot.
Well, we don't know that the person that had the boot was in Toronto, and also Hulk Hogan, wearer of said boot, did not live in Canada.
Yeah, I
so-
know, but if that Mania took place in Canada, it wouldn't be right to get two boots.
Yeah.
It would be right to get a boot.
Anyways, the boot itself on one of those auction sites sold for, do you know how much?
10 inches. I mean, $10,000.
No, more than that.
Ooh. 50,000.
No.
$28,372.14.
Try $146,400 for one airbrushed, signed Hollywood Hulk Hogan WrestleMania 18 worn boot in his match against The Rock, of course.
Right. Wow. So, was there only one boot available, or was this a seller that was like, no, I'm not going to sell them as a pair. I'll split the profit up here.
I don't know the deal. I don't know
Okay.
what the deal is with the other boot. I just know it was one boot for sale, and I thought that was,
Oh, it was probably when Hogan went to his street dealer for his street drugs
Okay.
that Ric Flair talks
No,
about.
no.
Hogan was like, brother, I can't pay you in cash. He was like, oh, just give me a boot.
I thought that sale was ridiculous. But it got even more absurd this week as Logan Paul had tweeted that he was trying to buy Hulk Hogan's ring-worn WrestleMania 1 boots, of course, from Madison Square Garden, March 31st, 1985. I assume he wore those in other matches as well. I'm guessing he just didn't wear yellow boots for this one singular match. But whatever the case is, the boots have inscribed on it. Let me see if I can see them here. These are my real boots, real blood on them from MSG, Hulk Hogan. And Logan Paul had got the conversation started about these boots because he said, in a tweet, stayed up until 2 a.m. in a bidding war trying to win Hulk Hogan's worn and signed boots from WrestleMania 1. The inscription read, "These are my real boots with my real blood on them from MSG, Hulk Hogan. I tapped out at $1,021,000. The boots themselves at the end of the auction. Now, originally, the seller that sold these boots last, he made a post on the internet in 2023 when he sold them. They sold for $66,000. The final price on these boots, $1,037,000 for Hulk Hogan's WrestleMania 1 boots.
Wow.
Insanity.
You know what? And Hogan signed them. So people might go, well, you know, he inscripted on them that he wore these and those are his real blood. That's the first way you know it's a lie.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say...
These are my exact boots I wore with the real blood on them, brother.
Seriously, don't ask any questions. Why would you doubt me? Whatever the case is, they fetched over $1 million on the internet. And
I'm looking at them now. Those look more like Dan Spivey's old boots.
No, I don't know about that.
Hogan took one.
This has to be the first $1 million piece of wrestling memorabilia ever sold, right? Couldn't be anything else. That's crazy. I don't think this doesn't occur if Hulk Hogan is still alive. I don't think it gets that price, you know. And
what about that Tito Santana rookie card?
What?
No. Okay.
What about it?
How much did that sell for?
I don't know.
Oh,
Was that a thing?
nope. Not that I know of.
Okay, you're just making that up. There was a Hulk Hogan. There's a Hulk Hogan rookie card out there that goes for a lot of money. Let me see if I can look it up.
Kids
here.
at school used to make fun of me because I had all their cards in the pages with my baseball cards.
Yeah.
They go, "Oh yeah, I got Hulk Hogan rookie card. Like that's going to be worth anything."
Well, the record price that it sold for a couple years ago. This, of course, is graded. It's mint. It got a 9 rating, and it's sold on the internet for $132,000. Now, you can get a ungraded version of it or a lower graded version on it. Some of them go for $20,700 on eBay. Some of which is actually on sale right now.
What's the card look like? Let me see it.
It's
Is
like
it the green background with the belt on it?
No, it's his rookie card. It's a Wrestling All-Stars.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Company card that did a bunch of cards that I don't think they actually got licensed from the wrestlers to do.
Remember
it.
I sent you those cards? I found them in a antique shop somewhere.
Yeah.
And they weren't that one, obviously, but
Are you talking about this one? This Hulk?
No. I sent you the other one.
No, but I'm saying, like, was this the card you were referring to with the green tights on?
Oh, yeah.
Or it looks like he has green tights on, but it's just covered up by a banner or whatever.
Yeah, it's the blue ones,
Yeah.
obviously. But, you know, me thinking back in the day.
But yeah, so there are ridiculous merchandise prices for some of this stuff. Obviously, as I said, the boots themselves went over for $1 million. I don't know if there's anything else that's ever sold for $1 million. So it got me to thinking, Aaron, if you can own a piece or a few pieces of wrestling memorabilia, what are some of the more ridiculous things that you would want to acquire? And we don't have to put a price point on them because I'm sure there's a couple things that I can think of where I'm going to inquire how much they were paid for. There's a guy coming to the Squared Circle Expo on March 27th when I'm there. He's on Instagram under, I believe it's The Ring Worn. And I don't know what this guy does for work, but he has a lot of ring-worn items, shirts, singlets, trunks, and something that I specifically told him to bring to the event so I could see in person and maybe even touch it a little bit. I'm going to show you the picture. You can say what it is.
Oh, my gosh. Hulk Hogan's
No, say what it
hotel
actually
room
is.
condom
Say what it actually
used
No,
slightly.
Say what it actually is.
The Pele coat
Yes.
from Shawn Michaels' retirement.
And not the retirement when he vacated the Intercontinental Championship to
Same
Dean
thing.
Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are some ridiculous items out there. I wonder what he paid for them. What is something that you would want to have if you had a collection of just random ass ring-worn things or collectible wrestling memorabilia that isn't like specifically merchandise?
Maybe Kelly's shoes.
Come on, man.
Oh, Beefcake shears.
That's not bad.
I would love that, but I was a big Beefcake fan.
A specific pair, though?
I think how cool it would be to have the ones that were the hedge clippers, but also the actual one that he used to cut people's hair were just a small pair of barber shears.
Right.
I would like to have those too.
I think, if you're going to be very specific, I feel like you start with whatever shears that he used at WrestleMania 3, right? That's where it would have all began.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be cool to have, right? Like with a picture proving that's the actual shears. You'd have to do like a side-by-side comparison of sorts, zoom in, make sure that like everything is exactly. Because with Hogan's NWO WrestleMania 18 boots, there's a lot of photos online where the guy went specifically close up to the boot that he had.
Yeah.
And then close-ups of Hogan wearing the boot in the match. Like, hey, this was the imperfection on the boot here. Just so you know it's the same exact boot. So, yeah, you would have to really dig deep and make sure that's the actual pair, but it could be done.
I want to ask you, because I'm sure you've thought about it. I'm sure you've thought about it since the day you were born or decided to like wrestling, but what's something that you would like memorabilia-wise?
Well, I think something realistic that's out there that I think has been sold a couple times is Conrad, I think, had them. He had the nameplates that I think were used or maybe not used for the Winged Eagle from Hulk Hogan in The Ultimate Warrior. He had them in a case.
There were nameplates?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
nameplates
I don't know if they
WWE
actually
stuff.
put them on the titles, but so the nameplates
Right.
would have been on the side plates.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have
title.
even thought that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I missed that all the time.
Yeah, so that would be a cool little thing. I think about, I don't know, I'm surprised you didn't say this. Like, recently I'm getting pumped because they just came out with that Jesse Ventura Ultimate Edition figure, right? And he's like in the camo hat, the camo style cowboy hat, I guess, the snakeskin hat, whatever you would call it. And I was like, man, I got to get like a Bobby out of the package to go with him, and I got to get a Gorilla, and I got to get even though, kind of canceled and whatever, I got to get a Vince from that era, right? Like, those are the announcers I grew up on. It would be nice to have, like, those guys out of the package and stuff. So, like, thinking like that, man, it would be cool to have in my possession, like, something that, like, maybe Jesse wore on Saturday Night's Main Event or something that Bobby wore for, like, a big event. Like, I mean, it's
Look,
got
Bobby's famous for the studded jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
But here's what I'd want out of Bobby's. I'd want a microphone. A used microphone.
Yeah.
Just whatever he talked into. That'd be great for
There,
me.
I would pay for it if there was like actual handwritten notes on it from them.
Yeah.
But I've seen a guy that I follow on one of the Facebook pages. He has sold in the past typed note cards that were used by Bobby and Gorilla on Primetime Wrestling.
Okay.
But it's nothing crazy.
No.
Because they ad-libbed a lot of stuff.
Yes.
But if they had written stuff on there, I would find that a little bit more valuable, but they were like a few $100s, and I was like, I don't know, it's not worth it, right? But yeah, it would be great to have something from Bobby or Gorilla.
Or maybe Bobby Heenan's neck brace.
That would be cool. I think, does someone have that? I'm trying to think. No, I'm thinking Bill Apter has Andy Kaufman's neck brace.
Okay.
He's got a lot of Andy stuff because he's the one that hooked up the whole thing with Memphis Wrestling and Jerry Lawler. So Bill has a lot of that stuff. It would be cool to have like maybe a specific drawing that, like an original drawing that Jerry Lawler maybe did for an old Memphis program or something cool like that. Maybe even something with him and Andy Kaufman, because that's one of the more legendary rivalries in pro wrestling history.
Dude, now that I live here in Amherst, I'll take you over to Jerry Lawler's house that he grew up in. Because
I'd
it's
like
two
to see
streets
that.
over from here.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
That'd be
we're
cool.
like 2 streets away.
Wow, that's crazy. Thinking of artistry in wrestling, Bret Hart, famous for his drawings. It would be cool to have like a Bret Hart original drawing. That would be sick.
I wouldn't mind having the original drawing of Bret Hart from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be really cool. Even if it was the one that they used for the cover of WWF Magazine. I actually have that autographed by Brett. It would be nice to meet Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart, because I feel like that's not a thing that people has, like dual signed by Bart Simpson and Bret Hart. So to get that, but that's more like a piece of merchandise, right?
Yeah.
Something from Owen would be cool, like something that Owen wore, like maybe.
The harness?
What the fuck are you? Come on, man! No.
Oh,
Jesus
you're
Christ.
usually sick like that.
No.
That's what I figured. I was thinking like the Blue Blazer mask.
The harness is a thing. You know that, right? Like
Somebody owns it? Or what?
Martha has it.
Oh, yeah.
She has it.
Yeah.
Like if you don't watch Dark Side of the Ring, she showed it in the I would not want to be anywhere near.
I completely thought that you would be in on that.
No, not in on that. I would I think the easy go-to is, I think, maybe the most important match of
Oh, never mind. I'm so stupid.
What?
You and I each get a Slammy for the 2-time Slammy Award-winning Owen Hart.
I would specifically want the one for best bow tie, though.
I took a bite of a protein bar at the wrong time. I'm about to feel
But I think
gross.
When we think of like ring worn stuff, like I think the most important match of Owen's career maybe was him and Bret at WrestleMania 10, right? So wow, if someone had those torn sunglasses that he tore while on the top rope, and threw, if someone could find those,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't be shocked if WWF picked them up at that moment and have them in the warehouse somewhere now, or something from like anything I can get my hands on from Owen from like 94, 95, because that's for me is like prime Owen Hart.
How about something that sticks out in my mind is he used to wear this. Bulldog used to wear one too. They were like flannel shirts, but all the sleeves were gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I think when Owen came back and attacked Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Maybe he was wearing that for a little bit.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Giving a little bit of edge. Didn't they have like a hood on them too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd be into that.
I think that's what Bulldog wore when he said when he was walking into the '97 Rumble, and he cut that promo in the parking lot where he said, "The British Bulldog is going to win the Rumble because I'm the British Bulldog and I am bizarre."
Because he cuts his sleeves off his hoodies.
That never gets old. Like why
good.
did he have to say he was bizarre of all things? Like, especially when Goldust, his whole thing was like he was
the bizarre one.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
I am bizarre.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
How about a $100 bill from Virgil in the $1 Million Man?
Maybe, but is that really collectible if it's a real $100 bill?
I don't know. You wouldn't put it in a frame?
No, I think
you would spend it.
I think I would have spent it if I got a real $100 bill.
Okay. Well, if we have enough money to buy these things, I'm thinking I don't need that 100.
What do you think Mary Tyler Moore did with the money that Jake Roberts gave her at WrestleMania 6?
Ooh,
she really needed that. She was really hurting at the time.
Mary Tyler Moore smoke show from back in the day.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. At this new career that I'm in right now, I have to see some folks that are on the older side of living.
Yeah.
And a lot of them watch Mary Tyler Moore from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. daily. And I have to watch it with them. It's not that bad of a show.
Sure.
Shows were kind of funny back in the day.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Comedy was a little bit more simpler back then, but like in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It's where it all stems, right? Like I remember, obviously not the same thing, and it's going back a little further, but in one of my past relationships when I was with my girlfriend of 5 years
dudes.
back in the day, she was really into like old movies. Like we're talking like the era of like It's a Wonderful Life, right? So like the 1950s or whatever.
Okay.
So she'd make me watch some of these movies, and at first I was like, I don't want to watch these old black and white movies. But like a lot of these movies, if you really watch them for the plot and everything, like they withstand the test of time, and you'll find that. I mean, these are where a lot of your modern stories come from because you can only do so many stories.
Yeah.
And we never, like all the old Hitchcock films and stuff, like I never watched a bad old movie with her. They were all good.
Yeah.
There was always something good in there. And like also around the same time period, I love the old Twilight Zone. Always a great story in the old Twilight Zone shows.
Did you ever watch the one in the 80s?
Never
probably
did.
about 85 or
Never
something.
Never did.
And then there was something else on called Amazing Stories, I think it was.
Okay.
But there was a block from like 8 to 9 on Sunday nights that had those shows on it. And I remember being kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
But that's not wrestling memorabilia.
No.
If I'm talking wrestling memorabilia.
And again, not like a something that like a personal item of a wrestler, right?
Yeah. So like I was telling you, Brutus Beefcake was my guy. Bobby Heenan was my guy. I liked Tito Santana and Junkyard Dog.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could pick something for me, that's Santana, that'd be rough, man. Because he didn't wear a sombrero in the ring, but if I had his trunks with the little sombrero or a boot or something that had that little emblem on it, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not El Matador, that sucked. Although El Matador is the one who beat the Undertaker, so that's awesome.
That is true. That 1991 match over in where was that at?
Spain or something.
Spain, yeah, it was in Spain.
Who's the other guy I just told you about? Junkyard Dog. Yeah, I'd like to have a Junkyard Dog chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, the collar and the chain.
Not a Hercules chain?
Ooh.
Hercules. Who was clamoring for that? I mean, look, admittedly, Hercules and Paul Roma were at least a little bit cool when they were together. Cooler than just Hercules with his chain.
Yeah.
I never understood because, like, I watched, like, I read a lot of, like, the old Hercules stories and stuff, and I never understood why Hercules was Hercules. He looked nothing like any of the old tales of Hercules, like some, like, jacked blonde guy, and here's, like, this fucking weird-shaped, weird torso having, clearly, now that I'm an older man, like, guy with, like, a steroid gut dude with curly black hair calling himself Hercules. I don't know.
But, here... He called himself, it was Hercules Fernandez at first.
I thought it was Hernandez.
And then he went to WWF, and Vince changed his name to Hernandez.
Alliteration pal.
Yeah. God damn.
Good Lord.
So, him, try to think of some WCW guys. I love the Steiners. I love Sting. I don't know what, like Surfer Sting. Oh, I would take a pair of his Ruse. Shoes for your feet.
Oh, okay.
Pockets for your stuff.
Sure, yeah.
And then Steiner's, a Michigan jacket would be dope. And
that would be cool.
Give me maybe the headgear for Rick.
That would be good.
Or I loved when Rick fell in love with woman. So maybe something from that era.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did. Did he have note cards when he went to go talk to her?
I don't
Anyway,
remember.
I don't know.
You're talking tag teams. I would want something from LOD.
Oh, Rocky. The Muppet.
Rocco.
Rocco. Yeah, Rocco the Muppet.
That's probably in
I'd take
headquarters somewhere, but...
No. It was in the rubble from where
yeah,
their home burned down 20 years ago.
They put it back in the rubble after that was all said and done. Getting a pair of, like, the shoulder pads, like an original ring-worn pair of shoulder pads.
Didn't you wear a pair one time?
I did.
Did somebody dare you to?
Yeah, Colt Cabana and Abyss. Because I was standing with Colt, and I was like... And he had just left his fucking spikes on the table.
Yeah.
And this was in Indiana somewhere. And I was like, Colt, these spikes have just been sitting here. And I want to say he might have got like a similar airbrush design on it. But I think these were a pair of spikes used during the LOD 2000 run. Okay? Because then it had Chicago airbrushed on it and everything. Okay. And so I was like, I really want to wear those spikes. He's like, let's go ahead and wear the spikes. Like, what is he going to do? And I'm like, I don't know, get mad. He's like, who cares? He's like, haven't you always wanted to wear LOD spikes? I'm like, well, yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up. And then Abyss comes over. He's like, you should definitely wear the spikes. Yeah. I was like, all right, will you guys come with me so I don't get in that much trouble? He's like, yeah, sure. And so, Abyss and Colt walked with me over to the spikes. They put them on me, and we took photos together, and it's something I'd cherish to this day. And Animal never
we
saw
need
it.
to see the photos. Where are they?
I have them. I got to find them on my phone.
You've never posted these.
I definitely posted the photos just of me and the spikes, but I don't think I've ever posted the photos of me, Chris, and Colt together in the locker room with them on.
Dude, speaking of Chris, Abyss, how was it seeing him?
When did I see him?
On TV for AJ Styles' retirement.
Oh yeah. I did see that.
Wasn't that weird looking, dude? And he's like a lot lighter than what he was, and
yeah, I mean he's dropped a lot of lbs. He doesn't got to be in the ring all the time, and I'm happy for him to be in that position, right? And I think TV sort of gives you one narrative with the Unreal stuff, but look, I know Chris does a damn good job there, and he's very respected. And the couple times that I've seen him over the years since joining WWE, I saw him briefly at what was it, WrestleMania weekend a couple of years ago in the hotel. Talked to him for a second, and just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Sweetheart, always took care of me in the ring, and I'm very happy for the.
You wrestled a bit?
Yeah, I did a couple of things with him, like when I was doing Iron Curtain stuff in Chicago. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, man.
He put me in thumbtacks. He choke slammed me in thumbtacks.
He was so cool with me, you know. We worked some stuff out where
hybrid, right?
Yeah, I was gonna slap him in the face, and
you know that's something we should probably watch for YouTube because I have like all the hybrid stuff. And guess what, Josh Babb?
Yeah,
he ain't gonna do shit if I upload it to YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Ain't gonna do nothing.
Then that dude promised me footage for years.
He holds on to that as if like the people really want to own hybrid wrestling. Like it was cool for the time, but like, dude, you're not like sitting on like a landmine of cash. If anything, you're holding out on wrestling history that I think people could see some pretty cool stuff. Like,
well, there was a time that the fan jumped in the ring and I kicked the shit out of him.
Well,
like, I want that footage, and he wouldn't give that out. He thought he was going to get sued or some shit.
I should have every hybrid DVD.
No, they cut that out of the DVD.
They cut it out.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
That's unfortunate.
And then the time that I hit that kid, too.
You've talked about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it like this then. If there was something from indie wrestling history that you would want possession of, what might that be? I remember one of the things that, what was it? Joe Dombrowski for years used to take around this vest of some guy named the Dream Machine.
Yeah.
And he would have other people wear it.
Yeah, take pictures.
I don't know who that guy was, so I don't know anything
Neither
about
do
it.
I.
Okay.
Yeah, I never understood that whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought Dream Machine was somebody in Memphis back in the day or something.
Well, I thought so too. Maybe this guy was trying to be the Dream Machine after.
Well, we'll have to have Dombrowski on the show one time.
Maybe.
Or we already had him on one time.
Yeah, we could have him on again.
Yeah.
Joe's got a lot of good stories.
Yeah, and a lot of time, too.
He likes to
he
talk.
Don't work.
He likes to talk.
Yeah.
He works.
Huh?
He works wrestling jobs. What do you want him to do? Guy's always coming out with a new DVD or digital download.
I want your footage.
Yeah. I mean, look, more power to him because, like,
I was thinking about just giving him, like, all my stuff because, like, at least I know it'll go up online.
It will.
Yeah.
Like he, me and him together have done a couple trips where we salvaged some footage, stuff that I've uploaded to YouTube, and we split a lot of that footage. And, you know, he's obviously he wants to make a profit off it, but also no one's going to do shit with it unless Joe Dombrowski uploads it to the internet, right? And, like, look, a fucking 100 years from now, people are barely going to know these people. And 200 years from now, it's just going to be an echo, a fucking spot in history that nobody even thinks about. But, like, right now, for the people that want to know wrestling history, indie wrestling history, like, Pro Wrestling Library is doing some really cool stuff and putting a lot of stuff out there that people would otherwise let lost to time.
Yes.
So I think that's incredibly important. But as far as something from indie wrestling history, is there something that you'd want your hands on? I know there's a lot of dog shit in wrestling history,
but that's probably something I'd want, like maybe like the bed sheet that the Giant Cucamonga wore in our match.
Oh God. It would be nice if for Gargano. I don't think he would care, but like if I can go back into Turner's Hall and pull that John Gargano, Frank Gargano tile off the ceiling. So like for those that don't know, if you would go into Turner's Hall back in the day, one of their little money-making things was, I don't know if like they made money off of it or they donated it to something or whatever, but you could pay to have your name put in the tile of Turner's Hall. So there was like just various assorted names in the ceiling of Turner's Hall if you ever went in there to watch wrestling or play bingo. Maybe someone listening to this show just went there specifically to play bingo on the Lower West Side of Cleveland. But there was a tile paid for by his dad that said Frank and John Gargano. So.
Now, for years and years and years, I thought Johnny's dad's name was John Gargano.
So who'd you think Frank was?
His wife, Johnny's mom.
What'd you think her name was?
Francesca.
Francesca?
They just called her Frank.
When have you ever met a girl named Francesca who went by Frank?
Google it.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Look, as someone who slept with a Francesca, okay, I wouldn't say date, but I slept with a Francesca a few times. She did not go by Frank.
I bet you were
also,
screaming Frank.
That would have been very odd She'd be like, say my name for me. And I'm like, oh, Frank. Oh,
Yeah.
Frank. Come on, Frank.
Yeah, let me be Frank. No, I'm Frank.
Can I still be Garth?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
She went by Fran or Franny.
Yeah, Frank could be a thing too, yeah.
Yeah, of course
Or
Fran.
Franny Mae or something, yeah.
Why would it be Frank?
Frankie can be a woman's. You know how names are now. You might have the last unisex name. Greg. There's no girl Greg.
No, of course not.
Right. But there's a girl Aaron. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these names are double. There's a girl Frank. There's a lot of girls in the world. They ain't none but trouble. But yeah, congratulations on having such a manly name.
Thank you. I don't know if Greg is a manly name.
I think it is.
Think so?
Yeah.
I got
Unless
Greg.
you were
the
named Greg by your manly dad.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. No, I was named Greg by my manly mom, who had a really deep voice and a brother named Greg. So that was how my name became Greg.
You were Greg because your mom's brother's name is Greg?
Yeah, my brother's name is Mike because my dad's brother's name was Mike. Like, what? Can you imagine?
You had 9 months to come up with something, and you were just like, give me that guy's name.
One was drunk and occasionally did heroin, and the other one fucking smoked crack. Like, what do you expect, like, as far as creativity goes? Like,
right.
so the pissing match between them was probably like, I want to name the kid after my brother Greg. And then fucking dad was like, you know what, bitch? I want to fucking name the next kid after my brother Mike. Like, okay, like, cool, I guess. Like, real creative.
Well, if I name him Greg, you get to name him the middle name. Well, okay, Tim Allen's funny.
You had no clue who Tim Allen was until 1991. That's such a crock of shit for him to tell me that I was named after Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Because he liked Tool Time on Home Improvement. And I looked at him and I go, Dad, I was born in 1986 and the show started in 1991. And he's like, Greg, I don't fucking know. I was like, I didn't ask you. You're the one that offered where my middle name of Allen came from. God.
That is good. Go ahead.
Wrestling.
I know.
Stuff
I could do this though all night.
You know, if we're talking boots, I'm sure again WWE probably has it, but the boot that Eddie, if you're gonna get one boot from someone, it's
Iron
the one
Sheik.
that
Eddie Guerrero took off.
Yes, that he took off at WrestleMania 20 against Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah, that would be cool.
So you got Kurt Angle's hands on it, and then like it was Eddie's boot, and I can only imagine the value of something like that. Like a Rey Mysterio mask would be cool because he was like such an inspiration for my life, and I'm sure he's got 1,000 of them, so I think he could spare one. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, if I'm picking something from HBK, anything I want, it's going to be that Pele jacket because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a ridiculous item to have if you're going to pick something absurd.
I got to tell you, for an indie item, New Jack's Freddy Krueger claw.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, you know what, though? We're talking about cool things that like, we have from people and stuff. Like,
yeah.
When one weekend, New Jack came up here, New Jack and Van Hughes came to the Cleveland area, and we went out to some strip clubs. And one of the strip clubs we went to actually had a dress code, because I was just taking them to nasty, dirty ones. But this one actually had a dress code. So I couldn't get in because I wasn't wearing sleeves.
It would have been interesting if they had a strip code.
Yeah. So I didn't have sleeves on, so they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah.
So we went back outside, and New Jack took off the shirt he was wearing, and he gave it to me, and he said, here, this has sleeves on it. Just wear this. And I looked at it, because New Jack wore oversized shirts.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, it was a 6XL.
That's ridiculous.
6XL.
Why? He was not that big.
No, but that was his style. You know, the big baggy jeans and the oversized shirt. So I wore the 6XL. You know where this shirt came down to? My ankles. But I wore it, and I passed the dress code. But it was crazy because I was like, my sister's in there.
Yeah.
She was working that night. She had just left, though, so it was good because I was like, Jack, I don't want to go in there, man.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
There.
That'd be awkward.
He's like, which one your sister? I was like, Ruby. He's like, oh, I know who I'm looking for first.
Oh, my God.
But she had just finished her shift, so anyway.
It would be nice to have something from Tracy.
I wish I still had that shirt, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's I figured. Having something from Tracy Smothers would be cool.
Oh, I got a shirt.
Is that actual shirt?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying like something he wore, though. Like,
yeah. No. It was his gimmick shirt, but he gave it to me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
As I still have it here now. I cut the sleeves
shirt,
off.
Right?
Yeah, the Thug shirt, right.
Yeah, I bought that off Pro Wrestling Tees not too long ago.
It's such a good shirt.
I was like, you know what? I just got to do it. I'm hoping that obviously that money's got to go to Tracy or something. But yeah, something from Tracy would be cool. Maybe even like, because I didn't care about it at the time. I remember when JT was going out of business with Cleveland All Pro, he ended up selling his Cleveland All Pro Wrestling championships to the Aftermath.
Oh, okay.
And I think he sold them since. But
Right, a Burning River.
I don't know. But it would be nice to have like a CAPW title. Maybe Pedro. I'm trying to remember what Pedro had in his basement. I don't think he had a CAPW belt. He had the PWO TV title.
I think he has all the AIW titles.
He's got
the first set.
got the first set of belts.
But see, I don't know how that worked, because I'm pretty sure that we presented it to Caden at one show. So I don't know if he gave it back or what. But I think it was like me, Veda, Josh Prohibition, and then like the locker room. And it was before. You were there or no?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember like Josh giving a speech or something.
Sure.
Not knowing.
Yeah.
They were just like, 30 seconds before we were all standing out there. Thorne was just like, all right, so Josh, you'll just make a speech. And he was like, on what? He was like, just Josh Prohibition speech.
Right.
Rah, rah.
For the kid.
Yep.
Right. It was one thing when Caden was a kid who was going through problems. It's another when he becomes a weird adult who, could never separate, being a kid that we all treated nicely to then just be feeling kind of entitled, right? It's very unfortunate.
I haven't seen him or talked to him. See, that's the other thing, indie wrestling, man. I loved indie wrestling so much, I'd never do any of it anymore. I never see anybody from there. I saw a guy in Myers the other day. Not the referee, not podcast superstar Jerry's referee uncle.
Yeah.
There's another guy, now the uncle, I forget what his wrestling referee name was, but anyway, he's an actual Pepsi delivery guy. So this other guy that's stacking the Coke on like the opposite side of the aisle, he's like, Aaron McGuire, is that you? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, used to watch you all the time. This guy remembered, but in all fairness, not that he remembered me from PWO in 2006 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's seen me since then.
Okay.
But, yeah. So I was like, so the Pepsi guy and the Coke guy, both at Myers, both indie wrestling fans.
What the heck? I was in the exchange today and someone recognized me. It was very, it's nice. It's humbling. It's not something everybody gets. It was just kind of like a nonchalant, Gregory Iron. I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I used to think that would be so cool, but then, like, the one time me and, hey, bro, Rod Destiny were at Pizza Hut, and these fans came up, and they were like, oh, Rod Destiny, and he was like, no.
What? Of all people, nope, not me. Can't even believe he would do that for a second.
They're like, you're not Rod Destiny? And he was like, no. I think it was more important for him to work people.
Was he? What?
I will have to ask him why.
If you're Rod Destiny, we'll give you $100,000 right now. Nope, not me. Nope, don't know what you're doing. A worked voice and everything.
And he was talking in a deeper voice, and he'd be like, no, that might be my brother.
It might be. You're not sure?
I don't know, man. That was always weird to me, because I was like, recognize me.
So then they look at you like, well, you're Aaron, right? And you're like, yeah. And he's like, but this isn't Rod. He's like, nope, not me. Like, what are you talking about?
No, this is Todd.
Okay. Like I said, Rod might be my brother. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm Rob Destiny.
Oh, my God. So bad.
One time, the Torch, I think it was the Torch, had wrote a story about Rod and Sabu and I don't know, a couple other people, and they put Rob Destiny instead of Rod with a D. They used a B.
Yep.
And I showed Rod this, and we must have spent 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure out anybody who's ever called him Rob in his life, because he was dead set on finding out who was leaking information about him and Sabu to the dirt sheets.
Oh, my God. Just imagine if I had to try to figure out anybody who ever called me Irons. I got to get to the bottom of this.
Well, that wouldn't be hard because everybody.
It's everybody. Yeah. Everybody ever. It's harder to find someone that calls me Iron. I get thrown off by that. I'm like, wait, you called me the right name? That's crazy. I'm trying to think of other wrestling stuff that would be important. You know what?
Oh, what about somebody's hair from Beefcake? Like, who did he cut that was very important? Like, the genius?
Lanny Poffo. That's the only guy that I could think of that I'm like, that's important. Or Adrian Adonis.
Adrian Adonis, what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
How Outlaw Ron Bass. He shaved him completely bald.
He did.
And then the rest of the guys were like Dwayne Hardy and Barry Gill or whatever.
Something that comes to mind since we're talking about like indie memorabilia, I should have cited this a while ago when we were reading some of the indie program that we found. I had a Instagram account called Official Indie News reach out to me, and he said the following: "Listen to the new episode. You guys started talking about Eddie on the Indies. Long story short, right after Ian bailed on everyone for King of the Deathmatch, a friend of the family called me and I had found, quote, a bag of random wrestling stuff in a storage unit he had bought. Looking through it, I realized the storage unit was Ian's. Had a photo of him and Harley Race signed by Harley to John, a young Colt Cabana photo signed to the Rottens, a bunch of old random IWA Mid-South flyers, etc., and then what I consider to be my holy grail, and he sent me a picture, and it is not one but two signed IWA Mid-South Hardcore Wrestling flyers from Friday, April 19th, 8 p.m. I believe the year was 2002, from CM Punk versus signed by Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, wow.
That's a fucking piece of memorabilia.
That's a real
two of
piece
them.
of memorabilia.
Two signed by Andy. Not one, but two.
Wow.
So, and I think the one says to Ian, or to IWA, thank you, Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. So that's pretty fucking legit. And then
I forgot he was Latino Heat by then.
Yeah, because he was still working the Indies when he just got hired back to WWE. He was the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
So he also had in this collection, says to Jim for some reason, best wishes, and it's signed by, it looks to be just Shane Douglas and Chris Candido. I don't think Bam Bam was around to sign this, but it's an original ECW 8x10, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they used to sell that at the shows.
He sent me a picture of the signed photo of Harley Race and Ian, which I think is pretty cool. An old Sabu 8x10, a Blue Meanie 8x10, a bunch of old IWA posters signed. Pretty cool stuff. But the best of that is the two signed Eddie Guerrero flyers. That's what a fucking gem that is. But, I don't know the extent to which I would pay for an item if I had like a bunch of money. I don't know what my cutoff would be, but definitely don't think I'm reaching $1 million or even $100,000 for that WrestleMania 18 boot. I'll tell you that right now.
I remember sharing tape with Punk in the locker room. That you brought up Punk, and I was thinking that's kind of iconic for like Punk, when because he's always taping up in some backstage segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool if I still had that. I don't know how you verify that though.
Well, all you have is that it is, right? Like I think one of the more cherished things that I have, it's not signed by him, is I've got a broken skull hat from Austin, right? It's not signed or anything, but it was handed from Steve's hands to mine.
Yeah.
And I have no way to prove that. The only thing I could tell you is that, look, you could purchase one online, but if you did Austin's podcast back in the day, one of the things he would give you is a hat when you would leave. So, I think guys like Ricochet and Adam Cole, they got fucking hats. Well, I did the podcast twice. He never gave me a hat. And so I think I had Max, when he went over to the place, I texted him. I said, Max, get Austin to give you a hat next time I see you. Yeah. Give me the hat. And so that's what we did. And,
So you got a hat from Stone Cold Steve Austin through Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yeah.
That's
who I got on Stone Cold's podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
Which he'll never mention, but, whatever.
Well, if he knows what's good for him.
Well,
What a shredded ass mother trucker he is.
Dude, he's looking great.
Yeah.
He was trying to talk about how he got into that shape, but whatever he's doing, I don't know.
I didn't hear what he said. I didn't hear the interview.
He was on Van Vliet's podcast, and he just says he likes something like he ups his calories one day and lowers them the next. Like, there's got to be a little bit more science to that than that, because he looks good. He looks real good. But props to him, man. I'm glad he's doing good.
Yeah, see, hadn't been really watching AEW here for a while, and then last week it was on. My girlfriend looked up and she goes, "Is that MJF? Man, he looks lean and cut and good right now." I'm like, "Yeah, he's in like the best shape of his life."
I can't even remember the last time I watched a second of AEW.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yep.
Not interested. Just not interested at all. I don't even know what they're doing.
I saw the Swerve turned heel.
Yeah, I heard
And
that.
I was upset because these guys turn heel and face so much.
And they're having a hard time getting him over. They keep cheering him.
Yeah.
Every time he says bad stuff, that's what he got him over in the first place.
Right.
That's why he became a babyface.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's rough. Hard times.
Not everybody's Steve Austin.
Well, I mean, like, think about it. When Steve was, doing the Austin 316 promo, it's not like it was like an overnight thing for him. I mean, we're approaching 30 years since that happened, and it's like they like to push it like it's an overnight thing, but hello, he was on the pre-show at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Didn't do dick with him on the September pay-per-view. Barely got on the October pay-per-view against Triple H in the opening match, and then it wasn't until Survivor Series, because Brett wanted him, that they even did anything with him, because the problem was people were enjoying Steve's promos.
Yeah.
And they wanted him to be a heel. We're still in the era where if you're a bad guy, we want you to be booed for sure. And if people are laughing at your promos or like thinking you're cool, well, that's not what we want.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with you? So, weird times.
Dude, that was one of the first things I downloaded on Windows 95 or whatever, AOL.
Austin 316 promo?
Yeah. Yep.
You had to see it.
All kinds of audio from King of the Ring.
Yeah. I think I've said it before, but I think the last thing, Jerry Lawler has bragged about having a run sheet or a piece of paper from his script from WrestleMania 13 that Austin bled on. Boy, would that be cool to have in a frame. Just...
See, like we have those gorilla sheets. Well, I don't know if you kept any, but when I was backstage at WWE, I was back there, talking with some of my friends and that. But I took some of the signage from back there that said gorilla position.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of a gorilla. And then, I don't know, there was a couple others that said like gimmicks or something like that. So I took a couple of their signs.
That's cool to have. Well, and you know what? I'm acting like I don't have anything like, well, if I did have something like almost priceless, like I just got those John Cena cookies from his last match for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Backstage from catering that I got to get like specially treated. So
did you tell? You didn't tell this on the podcast, did you?
I think I did, or at least in a bonus.
Okay.
But Gargano gifted me from the last match a T-shirt and 2 actual cookies. One of which was a cookie that said "You Can't See Me," like the "You Can't See Me" logo, and the other was just a pair of jorts, a cookie jorts. So
Candace made these?
No, someone in catering.
Oh.
No, they were in catering. Made by
Obviously, you could tell the impact that Candace's cupcake had on me that time I ate it 15 years ago.
Well, she's always making a very creative cake for Quill's birthday.
What was this
week.
year? Star Wars?
No, so like he wanted Donkey Kong at his party, so it was like a big Nintendo theme. And his favorite character of all the characters, believe it or not, is a character I didn't even know who it was. I was never a big Kirby fan, but in Kirby, I think the bad guy, his name is Marx, M-A-R-X. So he's obsessed with this Marx dude. So the cake is this Marx character. He's got like 3 Marx dolls that he takes everywhere, and he's got a very active imagination, always playing with these dolls. So he's very happy about the Marx cake that Candace made. So it looked just like him. Good stuff. But, well, hey, if there was a piece of wrestling memorabilia, ring-worn item that you would want in your collection, something that you might pay a little bit of cash for, what would it be? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know on social media. Let us know in some messages at Iron on Wrestling. It would be great to hear from you. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Make sure you follow us on social media. Sign up for patreon.com/Iron Wrestling for bonus content. We're going to be covering the Elimination Chamber from this past week, but also we're going to be rebooking a couple of the Elimination Chambers from the past and answering your questions from social media. You can follow me on social media. Find me at Gregory Iron on X, Gregory_Iron on Instagram, Facebook.com/The Handicapped Hero. You can book me on my website, handicaphero.com, for pro wrestling, motivational speaking, or pro wrestling seminars. Buy my t-shirts, prowrestlingtees.com/Gregory Iron. You can buy my shirts, Aaron shirts, Iron on Wrestling shirts, Cameo. If you want a shout out of some sort, I can do that for you. Aaron, what would you like to plug?
You can find me on AOL at 50FN3.
What?
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
You're plugging
yeah.
AOL.
I got an Angel Fire site I'm working on.
Good Lord. All right. That's it till next week. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the break. Tune into Patreon for more shit. And that's it. Kiss goodbye.